So, welcome, fellow men and women of culture. This ain't an age game review. This ain't a quickie review. So, what is it? It's a drinking game review. And the drinking game has no name. Maybe I will give it a name. If I give it a name, you will see it in the title. But I'm here to tell you about the rules. So, first up, what is this drinking game about? I'm sure you guys know what this small little platform where you can upload videos. YouTube is its name, I think. Yes, very small thing. And there is a small subcategory of videos which are basically anime quizzes. And this is the battleground for this drinking game. What do I mean by that? Well, I think I have to elaborate the rules in order for you to understand what I'm talking about. So the rules are quite simple, actually. The first rule is if you guess the anime correctly, your opponent drinks. If he guesses correctly, you drink. If one of you guesses wrong, the one who guessed wrong drinks. You have to make a call. The third time in a row you don't make a call, you have to drink one as a penalty. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. If you don't make a call, you have to drink. So, very simple. Now, there are some complications. Because what happens if you call it at the same time? Or what happens if one of you calls the Japanese and the other one calls the English name? Well, we have rules for that. The rule, if both of you call it at the same time or around the same time. If one of you says cheers, kampai, nazoya, prost, whatever, you both drink. But this only works if you called it at around the same time. You can play this, by the way, with as many people as you want. It's more optimized towards 2 players, more like a duel if you want. But it can work with 3 or 4 people. It's just a clusterfuck because there are 4 people just mashing their answer in. So, with that out of the way, what happens if one of you calls the Japanese and the other one calls the English name? Well, the name that is displayed in the quiz is the correct name. So, even if you're right, let's say Jojo Senki. If you call fucking Jojo Senki and the quiz says it's the saga of Tanya the Evil, then the one who said the saga of Tanya the Evil doesn't have to drink, but the one who said Jojo Senki has to drink. I know it sounds retarded, but otherwise you would just discuss it and Google it for all eternity, and it's just no fun. Those rules are made with experience in mind. We have experience making this drinking game for like 5 years or so now. So, this is basically the rules. Now I'm gonna tell you how to beat the fucking game. There is a lot of meta play in this game. And now you're asking, it's a drinking game. How do you win at a drinking game? Except maybe Ring of Fire or King's Cup or whatever you want to call it. Well, it's simple. It really is simple. Because all you have to do is learn the easy openings. This friend of mine, for example, complains a lot about me knowing my early game too well. Because quizzes have a level scaling from very easy to hellish, otaku, or whatever they call it. Yeah, so you have to choose those very easy openings. That's something like, again, from Full Metal Alchemist, or the Attack on Titan opening, or whatever. Really, the basic things. Also, some openings you might want to learn, just so you can actually guess them when they come up, is Golden Time and Nisekoi, because for at least me and my group, we for some reason can't differentiate between these two. They get us all the fucking time. So there's that. So if you have learned them, this is for the opening quizzes, by the way. There are a lot of other things, but generally learn your anime. And the more common the anime is, the easier it's gonna be for you to not drink yourself into fucking submission. Now, I've talked about the rules, I've talked about how to win, but we have to talk about one thing. Choosing your battleground. Take some very strong alcohol, prepare it, and then grab your opponent. Take any anime quiz you can find on YouTube. And I mean YouTube, not Bilibili, not whatever. My video, I think, was a thing 10 years ago, something like that. So we're talking specifically YouTube because I have no idea if other sites have other metas. You can do it, but I recommend starting with the YouTube stuff, as restrictive as it sounds. But there is one thing you can't do: voice actor quizzes. Because from experience I can tell you, this escalates really fast into nothing but discussions, and with that, we're done. Go fucking ham. I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year's, and maybe next year is gonna be a little better than this one. So, thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day. Especially in certain amounts. Oh, wait, we did this already, didn't we? Well, doesn't matter. I'm talking about it again. I'm freaking hungover, if you haven't noticed. Yes,